Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday Call Live! Filmed in beautiful Burlington, North Carolina, in front of a live studio audience. Brought to you by AMP Studios, featuring the latest Alliance news and in-depth training. Now, let's hear it for our President and CEO, Andy Albright!
Oh my gosh. Y'all grab a seat. Crazy talk. Everything's happening. This is kind of crazy, ain't it? Look around. This place is going to fill up of crazy, excited, wired out of mind people that plan on taking over the world. And we got a game plan right here. I'm not kidding you. It's just, this seems like this time for me to start talking just happened just 2 seconds. I mean, it seemed like last night it was like 2 seconds ago, and here I am. Did y'all's life flying by like that? Like just tick-tock? I think the biggest lie that people are telling nowadays is you've got time. It'll work out. Don't worry about it. Put it off to tomorrow. And I'm like, that is a lie from the depths of hell. The Satan himself started that dadgum comment. Okay, so heads up. We have a national convention that I kind of starting now, but really starts tomorrow. There are some special invites. If you got one, congratulations. If you didn't, shoot. You barely missed it. You were right on the bubble. And if somebody canceled, you might get in there. But if you didn't, CFG has one, NLG has one, and Forrester's has one. And those dinners are getting kicked off tomorrow night. And then we'll have the key leader meeting will be right here. It'll be fenced off for key leaders. They'll be inside the fence, inside the ropes. But everyone in the United States of America is invited to the key leader meeting. And you can sit on the outside and observe what's going on. Just don't come inside those ropes because you haven't earned it yet. Does that make sense? Who's planning on being here tomorrow for that, 8:30? Okay, let me tell y'all something. I have 3 ridiculous surprises that I'm going to roll out tomorrow that there's 6 people in the world know that this is happening because I can't pull it off by myself. And these 6 people know how massive this is that we're rolling it out tomorrow. And I mean, really, like I said, you want tomorrow to go like, that was one of his talks. You'll be like, oh my God, I've never heard of anything like that. So that's rolling out tomorrow night at 8:30 at the key leaders meeting. And then the stars of the show for this weekend, we'll do our pregame meeting and game plan, our walkthrough. That's going to happen tomorrow night. And social hour all Thursday. People are going to be coming in here from all over the country. Tell them about the key leader meeting. Tell them that they can sit outside the ropes and listen in this big celebration and this big surprise that's going to happen. Jane Albright is one that knows about the surprise, and you can text her and ask her, but she won't tell you. It's going to be crazy. And then Friday morning, we have the men's leadership and the ladies' leadership. Heather Fitzgerald's kicking it off. Gay Goad is the anchor talker on there and the anchor educator on there. Of course, Noel Leventovich. And then Jane Albright is going to wrap it up. It's going to be crazy. I want to tell you something. What we're doing tomorrow, the surprise at the key leader, I just had a note on here. You got to see this, you got to smell this, you got to witness this, because I am telling you, this should make national news in the industry, in the insurance world, because it hadn't been. This is just crazy stuff we're talking about. And if Mac and my media people are hearing me, we need to make, when we do this, when we talk about what's happening, I think it's, I know it's newsworthy. So, and then the leadership, and then Friday at noon, it all kicks off. That's when the goads start singing, the music, the lights, and it just goes off. Okay, the speakers that we have lined up, the themes that they have, the goads, Brianne, Blake, Gay, my buddies. Y'all gotta understand this. I might be the most excited one to come to this convention. I'm not kidding. Y'all understand? I was a freaked out person with a normal outside, like a lot of y'all. I was normal, but I wanted to be free like I am now. And the Amway organization, the Diamonds and the Crown Ambassadors, they're the ones that first looked at me and said, "You can do this." And I was like, "Why me?" They said, "You can do this." And then they would say stuff and I would go like, "I'm just as good as they are." But they had studied these books, they'd studied these sayings, and they would just say the same things over and over again. And I started thinking to myself, like, I could be free. And I created enough income that my wife got free because she wanted to stay at home and raise children. She didn't have a job. And then one day I looked around and I was like, I ain't got to have a job. And I quit because I had plenty of money. I wasn't rich, but I had plenty of money. And I understood how to talk. I understand that friendship factor and building relationships and networking and how to get a list and how to go under. I learned that from those guys. So I owe them millions. And then I got in, of course, insurance and instantly started printing money. I mean, you're getting pounded with this both combination of the ability to recruit and build and this industry, okay? So I've got one of my heroes that I used to love to hear him speak is GW and Edna King. And I've purchased thousands of their books, and each and every single person is going to be handed one. And we're going to get a picture of everybody holding one up, and I'm telling them I'm the biggest purchaser of their book on planet Earth, so they're going to love me. And then they're going to talk to y'all about unity and freedom. Listen, I'm so excited to hear him. I mean, when he says, "If I'm making money," when he says that, or 27, you know what he texted me back? He texted me that this person told him, "Don't worry about it, don't invest in the books. I'll tell you what was said." Elizabeth, I'm coming to see you, and I'm getting ready to kill somebody. Hey! They'll be coming with me too. I'll be the one holding his heart, and he the one to be holding his mouth. Blake, I'm not kidding you. I was livid. I said, "What a Riri. Why would somebody do that to anybody ever?" Now, Riri right now is not feeling good if they're watching the show, but they're probably not watching the show because it's probably inconvenient. Who would do that to somebody? Somebody who has a low self-image, has a mommy syndrome going on. You know what mommy syndrome is, right? "You don't have to go to school today. You look sick." Kids like, you know what I mean? Stupid moron for a mama. Wonder who gave her a license to have sex. She shouldn't be reproducing. All right. So I called my guy. And I went to screaming. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now keep in mind, this is just a text. So I found out. But I'm verbally giving this one down in the country. And I'm saying, if I ever catch you doing it, I'll never do that. I know people got to invest. Oh my God. And he's a pilot, got money, 2 planes. He ain't got freedom, he got money. You with me? Now, let me tell you something. Same seminar. Lady comes up to me in another organization, just walks up to me and says, "Hey, I'm behind on my rent." I don't know. I'm making up what all she said. I just know it was bad. I'm behind on my rent. Kids ain't got no food. My car payments, they're going to take my car. I hope they don't find out where I'm parked. They're going to repossess it. I'm thinking about going to a meeting. What would you do? I said, I'd go to the meeting. What do you think I've been selling? Keep in mind, I'm talking about NatCom, but I was talking to this lady about that. She said, I'm going to go on faith, and I'm going to invest the last dollar I got. I said, where are you ever getting it? And she was like, I said, never mind, I don't care. I mean, because see, here's what I do. Tell me your name again. Mark, I know it goes everything. Magyar. So Magyar, what I spend most of my life doing is telling adults what they tell their children, right? Because you tell your children, give everything you got. If you don't go to the seminars, you got to go early, you got to stay late, you got to invest, you got to do everything you got. And I am willing to sacrifice, I'm willing to work triple time, overtime to pay for you to go to this seminar, right? And I ain't going to pay for you to go to the seminar and you go up there smoking crack or something. You get your back up there and you hit something. You with me? You slap the puck, you practice, you work out, you do what the coaches say, don't give them no lip, don't be whining, don't be crying. Ain't that what we tell the kids? If I could get the adults to do what they're telling the kids to do, it would change our whole company. It just blows my mind. So this is the kind of talk I'm giving right here. So then I said, I think I got a good connection down. So I called this person. And I said, I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, but do you have the intelligence enough that next time you will do what you tell your children to do? And this person said, I am regretting it now. I said, good, you should. Because if you didn't have that intelligence, my connection with you was not what I thought my connection. I thought me and you connected and you were psycho. And he said, I am psycho. I said, well, it's hard to explain with your little tiddly didn't go to the meeting because somebody told you it's too. He was like, I got it. And I was like, you're not mad. I'm not mad at you. But you need to listen to somebody who's got some gumption. Something. You know what I mean? Like, go with the crazies, okay? So that was a verbal conversation, hung up. I told this person everything went okay. I got a text from this person who said, guess what? I talked to this person, this guy that you have a contact. Guess what? I bought me and my wife tickets to fly to convention today. And my best buddy who's thinking about it and his wife are coming too. I would say that was a good text. That was a good call. Does that make sense? Yes. It takes leadership to lead, and it hurts. See, the first time I ever talked to Stephen Davies, I said, are you willing to drive to see me 2.5 hours? Yes, sir. I could smell the brokenness. You with me? He said, I can't come tonight because I have appointments tonight, sir. He was very respectful. He said, I need to work, sir. I've all got these appointments booked. I need the money, sir. And he drove 2.5 hours the next day. Broke as a joke. But if I had said, stay there, I'll come next week. You with me? But now he's got that story of sacrifice. I got that story of leading. And we tell this over and over because it's the truth. And my boy's going to tell this story. And all these other characters, nobody knows who you are, so just pretend like you're crazy from now on. And psycho, and nobody will ever know. Because I have mixed up the dates and the sexes and the job descriptions and everything to protect the wusses. That makes sense? Because they are now going to become men and women of power, and nobody will ever know. Does that make sense? It's kind of like my life. Nobody will ever know. Does that make, you understand? How many of y'all relate to that nobody will ever know, and you hope they don't? I always say, some people get in trouble, I always say, you just got caught. I'll be honest with you. I'm right there with you. That was a different path for me. Does this make sense? There's a national convention coming up, and I understand everybody's telling you all their hardships. Here's your answer. I hear you. I love you. We need to figure it out together. If I can help you financially, but if you can't tell your spouse, you can't tell your mama, you can't tell your job, if you can't do it, you can't do it. I'm telling you that it's worth it. That's all I'm saying. Now, after it's over with, if you don't come and we talk Sunday afternoon, I'm not going to bring it up and be mad at you. I'm not going to be a jerk about it. I'm not going to care. We're going to work just like you were there. And if you say to yourself, well, you're going to work with me just like I was there, then why should I go? If you're saying that, then you don't get it. It's not for me, it's for you. I am going to proceed as if you were there. It's going to be hard for you to proceed as if you were there because you wouldn't. But I will proceed as if you were there because that's the way I do. I do because I do, not because of feelings and problems and worries and distractions. Does that make sense? In other words, I get up and D.O. That's the biggest difference. I just got through telling somebody just recently. I told him, I said, you know my biggest thing? I start over more times than you. I get up more times than you. I make just as many, more mistakes, more errors, more relationship problems, more wuss problems than you do. I do more of that than you, but the next day I go, I'm done. I had it. I did today. That's what Tony Carter, my exercise guy, he always hits me. He says, hey, Andy, hey, we got another shot, don't we? And I was like, oh, thank God. Because yesterday I jacked it up, bud. You with me? The difference is, I don't quit. I get up and try again. So I hope they don't never know. I'm kind of telling you. But this is the deal. National Convention's coming up. I would give them one more shot, one more call, one more try. Hey, check with the upline. Hey, is there any way you can text him? Hey, is there any way you can call this guy? I really like this guy. He's working hard. I really like this couple. Tell them that you want them there. You know how many people in the last 48 hours have said, I can't say no. You give me a personal invite? Hey, I got an idea. You are invited. Personally, Andy Albright, to you, please come to our event and meet my diamonds, meet my executive vice presidents, meet my future board members of my organization, meet the president of WWE. Worldwide Entrepreneurs is rolling out. The president is Merle Menon. I just saw him. He just rolled in here for India. One of the biggest charities the world has ever seen. It's J.L. Williams. Y'all know J.L. that had a heart attack and passed away, went to see Jesus. It's his legacy. And the Goads are part of the team, and Dave Gwynn will be here. Come meet my people. I don't even know if I can pull it out. Let's see if I got it right here. Come meet my people. Come meet. Yeah, here it is. We got Fidelity and Guarantee, Kent Matthews, Matthew Kent, Barbara Lutz. Mutual of Omaha has Just Morehouse, Tess Grace, Dylan Cummings, Brent Bench, Kyle Gardner, Kel Cedar, Mark Lyons, and Christy Myers, all from Mutual of Omaha. But let me tell you something. Come meet them before you need them. Come get to know them before you ask them for something. Get a relationship before you ask for a favor. Y'all, do you see the strategic part of this? Hey, Andy, could you help me this first? Oh, yeah, why don't you just call Brent? Oh, I hadn't met Brent yet. I didn't have a chance. It's too busy. What? CFG will have Todd Swinson, Liza. Liza, Sion, how y'all say Liza's name? Liza will be here. Amy Terry, Janine Clark, Sarah Andrus. Forrester's has got a boatload. Bruce Barak, Cheryl Gaston, Stephen Dean, Cheryl Gibson, Kelly Kotz, Matt Berman, Jennifer McGregor, Chris Spiegler, and Sean Beer. See, a lot of people thinking like, hey, you ain't going to have all them executives. These are our executives coming down. Transamerica, Great Westerns people, National Life having Lindsay, Lewis, and Jim. Sabris is bringing people down here. That would be, to you, that would be, no, it's not, it's Nassau Re, which Sabris is an old word, and Phoenix is an old word. Sabris Re owns them. National Western Life, Paul will be here. BAM will be here. Chris, Kelly. People from Monster, people from License Coach, and people from XL will be here. So that is a boatload of people. You got to come meet them before you need them, people. Does this help y'all understand? I know it sounds brutal and not like you don't have a heart. I always tell people, I understand somebody died. I understand your child is having this. And listen, if you got to go for that thing for your kid, go. I'm not mad. I don't know how to tell you. I'm excited about it, but I'm not mad. Well, I've heard your talks. Do you ever hear my talks and say I'm going to be mad at you or disgusted with you? Never. But my desire for you is to win. And I get it. Let me explain something to you. One of my buddies, best friends, you will see. I'm not going to tell you he's not going to be here, but you'll see. He's not going to be here. He's never missed an event in years and years and years. He's got a situation. He told me, I need to handle this. I said, I agree. You said, well, do you think he should be? Oh, yeah, of course I do. You know I'm going to say that. But I know that he's doing the right decision for him and his family. 100%. And by the time when the event's over, matter of fact, you'll know Thursday night if you're here, but you'll definitely know an event. You'll go like, yeah, I know who he's talking about. Love this dude. Anything in the world I do for him. So I'm not mad, but the psychoness have come to all these things. Okay. All right. Oh, I want to show y'all something that I might save this. This is another big talk. Jeff Bright, I see you standing over there, sitting over there. Have you got our book? Has anybody got our book? There we go. This Jeff Bright is in the house, people. Hello. Guess what we got in? Thousands and thousands and thousands. That's right. Tell them about it, Jeff.
Well, it's a labor of love. The purpose of the book is to ensure that we keep a healthy culture here, because that's the death of any company that I've been associated with. I really don't want that to happen here, and I don't think it will. But these are, look at them as like rules and regs about how to keep a culture healthy. Because there's two things that are going to destroy a culture: jealousy and preconceived notions. Jealousy of each other's success. Can you believe that that's what will destroy a culture? That we don't want to see each other succeed? And also preconceived notions that we think we're right about everything. But if we follow these recipes that Andy and I have put in this book, we won't allow that to happen. So they're like, the book's like an insulator or a barrier to those things, because jealousy and preconceived notions create confusion and chaos. And chaos and confusion don't live up in here.
That's right. That's right. You gonna be here to sign autographs?
Yes, I will be here to sign autographs.
Hey, I got to tell y'all something. This is not Jeff Bright's first book that he has written. Did y'all know that? How many of you had published?
3 books on the Revolutionary War, which nobody bought. So I'm going to be real excited to see these fly off the shelf, because I've never experienced that before.
He's literally written 3 books, had them published, and so I think your mother got one.
Yeah, my mother got one. Jane got one.
My wife bought one.
Yeah.
Nancy got one for free.
Yeah, she didn't read it. She said she'd been living it. Yeah.
All right, look. We have got case pricing on this to blow your mind, only at the event, and free shipping if you take it with you. That makes sense? I would try to take as many as you can with you, because the shipping is expensive. The pricing is with no shipping, so it's whatever. This is the pricing. If you have to ship it, whatever Rebecca says, the shipping is what the shipping is. But take them with you, cases of these books. Also, yesterday, we got in 10,000 of Dean's book, thank God. A lot of y'all have already paid for it. Listen to this. Here's to give you an idea. If you're coming to our events, if you paid $300 for 30 books, right? $10 a piece. Did any of y'all do that? Raise your hand. You did? Well, keep your hand up. Nobody else has done it yet? So we'll have one the 9th. You can do it the 9th. Listen to this. So if you paid $10 a book, these books are normally $25 each. The cases came in, and there's 56 in a case. Okay? Well, we don't want to take 26 out. So I told him, I said, do this. Anybody that paid $300, $10 a piece, Let them have the next 26 books for $2.60 each. So in other words, you paid $100, $300, James. For another $100, we don't have to take the case apart and repack and pay somebody to do that. I said, by the time we recase it, find another box, stack them in the box, count them and recount them, make sure you didn't get one too many. Just give them to them for $100. So if you want to upgrade, you'll get 26 more bucks for, you know, pennies. And so that's going to be the. So I'm telling you ahead of time, that's going to be, you know, that's going to be the crazy deal. So ours is I think there's. Do you remember how many's in a? I think there's 48 in a case, but you're going to be handing these out. We'll have great. So these are only deals you can get here. So that they're going to be here. I wanted to tell you all this. So if people that can't go, so make sure y'all hear how much my buddy and anybody else, we're going to broadcast this live. The whole event's going to be broadcast live for free. So they don't have to spend the money, they don't have to travel. And if you're saying like, well, that makes my friend not want to come since they can broadcast it free, you're missing it. Right. You don't understand. That's like, why don't you watch Kid Rock on the daggum television? If you ain't never been on the front row of a Kid Rock concert, I'm sure you understand. It's the same thing. No, it's not. It's not the same with Buffett. Buffett gets up there in them bare feet. You can smell them feet all the way in the back row. Something I smelled. I just figured this was his bare feet. That's what I went with. Y'all hear me? That'd be like my son watching a video of a magic trick as opposed to going to the magic seminar. That'd be like watching hockey as opposed to going up to the Great Lakes where he gets all that hands-on practice. It's different in person. That's right. Jane Albright trying to kiss me on FaceTime. That ain't no good. Baby, that ain't what I'm talking about, baby. Dean will be doing teaching on the IUL. It will not be the complete teaching, but he will be doing the teaching. By the way, our numbers of policies look great across the country. Everybody understands. Our final expense is our bread and butter, and them are base hits and singles and doubles. We're going to keep killing it with mortgage protection and television commercials. But what's happening is we went from selling about 7 or 8 IULs a week. It looks like this week we're going to move over 100 index, and the average premium is over $3,000 a year. So what's $3,000 divided by 12? About $280 a month is about our average that we're getting out. And I mean, we're starting to have those $10,000 ones and $12,000 ones, so it's working. And annuities is picking up like crazy. So this IUL craze is for real. And the caliber of people, pilot, got his own planes, owns them, young man, married, kids, doing good, got money. I don't know why we didn't tell him to spend no money, but he's spending that. You with me? The caliber of person that we're bringing in is stepping up. Does that make sense? And then we're driving that depth, and we're finding people that need it where this one may not need it. He wants the freedom, but you understand what I'm saying? Is he ain't broke. That caliber of person, people like Mark and your upline, those people are the kind of people we're starting to bring in more. So I'm excited about that. Jeff, what is your favorite thing? What's your favorite? Do you have any favorites for looking for stuff?
I'll tell you what I like.
Tell me.
Every chapter has quotes, right, that I've put on a separate page. And I took a lot of time, we talked it over, and the interpretation of the quotes, I would like for you to tell me how you felt about after you read them. I mean, because I took a shot at interpreting famous people and what they meant in the way that I thought would help the alliance. I mean, I had to think about it a long time. I put a lot of thought into what these quotes mean. And I'm hoping these morals that are below the quotes are going to change your life. That's what my labor of love was, those morals. Now, I'm so proud Andy and I, are these recipes in here because nobody has these recipes. These are original to the Alliance. You're not going to find them anywhere else in any other book. So, yeah.
You will eventually. You know why? The great will be copied. And they will say, we took what he had, the original, and made it better. Now, you can call it better, but you can't call it the original. And while you coming out with better, we coming out with new. Because when you get to where we were, we be done gone. Every time it happens like that. I always like to give them one of these. They ain't seen nothing but tail lights. I want to get them a different view right there.
Say it's hard to follow that, but
we'll give it a shot.
But I forgot about this. This is in the book. This is an added bonus in the book. There's a inventory in the back that measures the 8 values that we talk about in the book, and that's something that you won't see in many books. So there's an inventory you can get that you can maybe blow it up or make copies of it and use it for your downline and find out where people are weak on something and strong on something. I think that's kind of cool. So I just wanted to point that out.
Is there a price on our book?
I think the original price is $27.95.
$27.95. I tell you what I used to do when I was in Amway, and I did the same thing here. I would buy cases or 2 cases or 3 cases, and I'd put them on my shelf for $27.95. You say, would people pay that? Yeah. And sometimes I say, look, just give me $20, we'll call it even. You say, well, if you paid like $8 for it, you shouldn't sell it for $20. Yes, you should. It's called America. Right. If you all think what people are paying for insurance, you understand they're paying more than what's got in it. You took a risk. You picked up the case. You carried it home. Somebody got to pay you for that. You went out on a limb. You didn't know if you would be able to sell them all. They're only going out $20. You're out $500. You pick up 1,000. That's the idea. That's the way it works. Now, see, here's the key. People say, why don't you just give it to them? Here's why. Because people don't appreciate what they don't pay for, and if you don't value it, right. Now, if they say, I ain't got 20, I go, how much have you got? By the way, this reminds me of my book selling days. My coupon books. Like when I didn't have a job for a while, I needed money. Is it Carl? Hatch. Hatch, I had coupon books. And I'd show them to people, I said, they're $20 a piece. They say, I ain't got 20. I say, how much you got? Now, check in your pocket, see what you got. Because I'm getting ready to trade a book for money. Does that make sense? Here's what I've known. Going to Vagnosi's seminar is a tool, and they get books. Coming to the convention is a tool, and they got books. Buying my book is a tool, and you can't dig a hole. You can't build a house. You can't put up a dog fence. You can't do nothing without tools, baby. And the more people that I got that got tools, the more digging going to get done, the more building is going to get built, the more business is going to get built. So what you do is you get all the tools as masses, and then you try to move them out to your people. I'm just telling you, I've been doing this 27 years. If I did all the work, if I had to tell you everything in this book, I'd be old and dead by the time I got through it. It just takes forever but you can read it fast and get through it. These formulas, I just reread the first chapter yesterday afternoon, and I was about to jump out of my skin going, I wish I could remember this stuff. I used to read these books saying, that joke must be really smart that wrote that book, and then I figured it out. The way you write books is you write down what you know, you go get some more stuff that you know, and write that down. By the time you get the 3rd chapter, you can't remember what was in the 1st chapter. That's me. Jeff might memorize all this. Are you the same way, or you know it all?
I know what
do the mic. Use the mic.
I know what I know, but stuff that's brand new that I'm reading. Yeah, I mean, I don't retain it. I have to go back. That's why God made highlighters.
That's why I reread. See, I have to practice stuff over and over. Like, here's one of my practice things. If we can't do great things, what we need to do is little things great.
That's exactly right.
But that's it. What I do is I just practice those sayings over and over again. Does that make sense? And the stuff in there that we wrote, I have to say it and practice it. But you can't say it and practice if you ain't got the script. And then the 5 people that you hired, you got to get them the script, the 8 steps. You got to get them the circle of you. You got to have your inventory if you're going to build your business. Does this make sense? And the best place, we get crazy when we have this many people here, and that's when we give the greatest deals. So you come in for the association, and you're coming to get the greatest deals ever, and you're going to leave with as many names and phone numbers and tools as you could possibly get your hands on. Does that make sense? This is, I am telling you the formula on how I operate.
And you know what? This book is absolutely worthless if we do not practice what's in this book. I mean, seeing is believing. I mean, people believe what they see. Charles Barkley's got it all wrong. He said we're not role models. We are role models. And the people that chose to that's going to come and be in this room Thursday evening that get inside the ropes, so to speak, they are role models. And they have to change. But it's an obligation to change. I mean, when I joined the Alliance and you all started to look up to me, I said, I got to change some of my ways. I can't let you down. I can't do it. And so I try to put that in words on page, but it's just a bunch of paper and words if we don't act it. It's got to mean something to all of us, or we're not going to attract new people.
I want to hopefully it's my last comment about it, but I see Dave Dorn's on here, the football coach at NC State. He inspired this at one of these events. He spoke to the men's leadership and talked about the house of the Wolfpack, and I was like, we need a house. We already had our values. We had our 8 steps book, but we didn't have a values book. So thus the house. So I just shipped him his copies and said how much thank you. But who knows what's going to be inspired and what we're going to do from this event.
Hey, thank you for doing this. This is going to be big. I appreciate you working with me on it.
Everybody's going, not just the Alliance is going to be using this book. Everybody's going to be buying it, and they're going to try to say slightly different.
You understand that CEOs, and I've been around a lot of them, are not endorsing anything in a book like this. For him to publicly come out, I mean, this is not a normal CEO.
Thank you.
That's a compliment.
He's right.
Thank you.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Most people only care about the rules and regs of procedures, I'm going to write you up if you do something wrong. To embrace values and beliefs and be a person up here promoting it, you don't see that in CEOs.
You know why they don't? You know why they won't. Do y'all know why they don't do it? Now they got a standard they got to uphold. What they want to do is free will. These are the rules and regs, and outside of that I can do what the hell I want. That's a good idea. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, it's a good idea. That way they can't be held accountable because they have no behaviors, they have no values, they have no standards to hold themselves up to. Short-term thinking. Other than there's plenty of time, the other biggest lie is do it now, short-term thinking, there's no eternity, there's no afterwards, there's no responsibility, there's no accountability, you're just an animal, do it anyway. This right here says, nah, there's more than just making money. This says there's more than just here in this short few years we got left. There's something next, baby. That's why that does. And they're thinking 30 minutes. That's why they don't do it.
That's exactly why. Yeah, because they want an out clause. And this right here shuts down every kind of loophole. If people that care together will stay together.
All right.
Appreciate it, buddy.
All right. I'm going to get you back up here, but thank you, man. Appreciate that. Hey, I want to work with y'all on this new Alliance Resource Center and the commission cycles, how it works. Because it is, most everything, people scare what they don't understand or fear what they don't understand. This system, I've traveled the last 4 months. hundreds and hundreds of hours on my jet and hundreds of hours talking. My throat's starting to get solid again. But so the cycle started right here the 14th, right? That was the first day. All right, so if you wrote a policy here and you got paid here, the money goes directly in your account from, say Foresters. So whenever you got issued, it goes straight into your account. If the policy didn't get issued until this date right here, and then they pay that date, the money will go straight in your account from Foresters. Does that make sense? So there are people who didn't write any business December, Christmas, the week before Christmas, this week, it's New Year's, and they got not much in the pipeline. There's not much hitting their account still in this first week. Does that make sense? But if you were writing business here, 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 and it should be still hitting your account, okay? Now, the way the system's supposed to work, let me work with you here. It cuts off here, so when you write it here, when it gets issued, anytime issued all the way through Sunday, so 7 days, it should show up on a statement here. Okay, does that make sense? So you wrote it anytime during the 7 days, it should show up on this statement how much money you're going to make. Tracking with me? All right, then the money, there will be a reconciliation. We're talking to you. We should tell them to deposit on Thursday, and it'll go into your bank account on Friday. So what you saw on Tuesday, okay? So during the transition, I need for people to understand this. We don't know what to put here until Foresters, CFG, Mutual tell us what got issued during this time period. Does that make sense? We don't know. And when they tell us, that's when we build your statement for Tuesday. Mutual of Omaha was supposed to tell us they've not communicated anything, but their IT and their programmers are saying it's on the way. The one that came this morning was the same file they sent the day before, and we're like, it's the same file. Now, is Preston and them here? They're working. Okay, so actually, they're all, if you see them, you'll see them today. They're all not shaved, and their shirts are all tore apart. I mean, I'm not kidding. The last 15 days, they've been in here 10, 12 hours, 1 a.m. I had Fitz on the phone at like 1 a.m. and Preston was replying back to emails. I said, look at my boy. So we hope that the file comes in, where are we, today? We hope the file comes in here, even though it ain't going to be on your statement. If we get the file, we're still going to process it Thursday. So we're hoping this money looks a lot better than the statements went out. Let me help you with so in other words, we're not worried about anything. You're going to get it, okay? And I'm telling all my friends, if you need $100 or you need $1,000, if you need $10,000, I got it, and I'm ready to loan it. I'm ready to help you. I don't want anybody missing a meal, because I know you ain't got paid in 3 days. You know, I know it's terrible, because there's a lot of people that live week to week or 2 weeks. If they ain't got paid in a week, something's going to be behind. I don't want that to happen during this crazy transition. So check with your upline and say, hey, seriously, don't tell nobody I'm broke, but I need $1,000. I need $500 to tide me over. Can you just keep it on the down low? I've done that with several friends. I was like, keep it on the down low. Here's $1,000. I serious, like, and one friend said, look, I was coming to a convention, but I was using my money that's coming in to pay for the ticket. And I said, I'll pay for it, and you don't have to pay me back. I mean, because it's a transition. I'm trying to take care of my friends. We got to get to the other side of this, okay? So I hate to be saying that, but I am saying that we got to get through this. We knew it was going to be crazy like this. Okay, now watch this. Foresters own. You got a question? Oh, Preston, there they are. Come up here. Grab a mic. Is there any new updates from Foresters or Mutual of Omaha yet?
I haven't heard a new one from Mutual of Omaha yet. They're supposed to get it.
Okay, they sent another file and it wasn't quite right.
Yes.
Same information as before.
Same old information from the 10th. Again.
So today is the 23rd, and they've sent this file several times.
Yes. Yep.
And you're communicating accurately that the IT needs to resend it. And
yes.
Okay, you understand what I'm saying? And they're not used to it. It's new. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to explain Foresters to you. So Foresters, if you wrote it anywhere during this time period, you should get paid directly from them. So, but if you wrote it
Directly
here,
from the carrier.
directly from the carrier, not ARC.
Not through ARC.
So if you wrote it here and it got issued here, then that's probably on your statement. If it got issued here, it's probably on your statement. Here's the problem. Foresters cut off their statement period. So you only would have a check on your statement from Foresters if you wrote it and it was issued in one of these 3 days. So if you wrote something and it got issued in one of those 3 days, then we want to know because it missed the statement.
Yeah, it would have had to been on the commission run the evening of the 16th so that we would have got it on the 17th. Because right now they're weekly.
Now see, what you should be saying is, I thought it went all the way through here, here, and here. And I did say that. And that's what the way Foresters is going to have it. But right now they've got a cutoff on Wednesday, and they don't send us another file until this Wednesday. But they're changing their whole system so that we get a file every single day. And then when they get it every single day, now we will have all your information for the following Tuesday. Does that make sense? So, in fact, some of you are probably going to have a bigger Forester's check when or bigger statement on the 29th and a bigger check because some of the stuff here didn't get processed. Does that make sense? It's not because, you know, we got this one person. I'm not even going to say their genderer. But they're like, where'd my money go? I'm like, I love you and I care about you, but you're being silly. Okay? And you know, you can't tell everybody that because some people, they go like, don't tell me to be silly. You don't mess with a person's dog. You don't mess with their wife. You don't mess with their money. And some other things you ain't supposed to mess with. I'll be like, I know. Can I give you a loan? Can I buy you off? Can I do? The money's coming. That makes sense? Am I fair? Is this pretty accurate depiction?
Yes.
There was another one you told me that's a big problem. We ain't got information. A guaranteed issue?
Right. Or if you're talking about the pay cycle,
yeah,
and the people not being moved over to LOA as quick as we thought.
Was it American General?
Yes.
They talk in these terms.
Yeah. Yep.
American General, do we have
AIG.
any information from AIG?
The number of agents that had been moved over was very low as of yesterday.
So that means they're getting their own checks directly from AIG still.
Yep.
So AIG didn't switch them over, so the numbers are not in here,
right,
but you should be getting paid as normal. Phoenix also, you wrote business here, and you were supposed to get paid. Phoenix made a mistake and gave it to us, but now they fixed it and given them back to agents. So it's just it's a cluster. Y'all know what clusters are. It's a chocolate with caramel and peanuts in it. That's what it looks like anyway, a cluster. I think that's what you call them. What do you call them? Huh? Clusters, yeah. Okay, y'all need to get back on it, right?
Yes, yes.
Look at them in their uniforms and everything. Thank you, guys. Give them a hand. Thank you. Chris Shepard, Preston Stockwell, Caitlin Records busting her butt on it. James Knight, Tony Hardy. There's a host of people working on it. Thank y'all, guys. I appreciate it. Also, make sure that you've got your bank deposit so that when we go to put money, we know where to put it too. Okay. So this system is. I'm really excited about it. I believe in it, the power of it, what it's going to do for us to control it and to watch it and put everything in one place. It's truly an arc. I am not worried about it, but I do want you to understand where that's coming from. So I like people are like, I'm going to turn in a ticket. And I'm like, are you turning a ticket? You can turn in all you want. They ain't going to work any more hours. I mean, they're just absolutely killing it. All right. Oh, I know what I wanted. This is big. Well, let me. Hotspots. I want to help clear something else too. This is called all access. If you join any organization in the world and you send your person to Denver in any organization, you send your agent, cousin, or whatever there, they're going to go to one meeting in a hotel room Amway did it. Mary Kay did it. Other organizations. As a matter of fact, if you do Hardee's or McDonald's franchise or Domino's, as a matter of fact, is it Zappos? Who's the Zappos? Is that the one that's got the crazy world headquarters? Y'all help me with this? It's shoes, right? Do you know how much it costs to walk into Zappos and see their culture? It's $1,500 to walk in. Nobody does anything for free anymore. Hotels, Hilton, they're like, you going to pay? You with me? Okay. So people think all our stuff is free because they've never paid. And I go like, y'all don't understand how it works. As you move up and you're making money with us, you help pay for these hotels. Does that make sense? It's called all access. So right now, when you're getting started, or when a brand new person gets started, you have all access free. It's not going to last forever, because our hotel, Amber could tell you, I don't know if it's $16,000 a week or $67,000 a week. I had to check the math on it. It's however many hotels we have that we're paying anywhere from $75 a month to $375 a month, depending on the city, the location, the geography, the demographics, what we've been able to negotiate. Okay? So the way this is going to work going forward is very, very simple. Okay, so y'all understand what I'm saying. If you walked in there, you'd have to pay $5 at the door. If your guest would have to pay $20. And to me, that makes you look rinky-dink when everybody's picking up $50, $20, $30, everybody's pitching in. And don't get me wrong, I've seen that work, and we've done that. We can go to that route, but we don't like it so much. Here's the route we're going to. With all access, and I've got this on art. You can look at this video, but I'm going to try to explain it again and see if I can get all access to come across to you. You will not pay anything to go to hotels or invite 27 people out to hotels, and then they don't either until this happens. They have to get paid some money in the ARC system. And after that, they have 3 full months before they have to pay anything, but they have to get paid. So let's say you got $200 in January, and then the next month you don't get paid anything. That don't count. The next month you make $800. The next month you get paid $1,000. The next month you get paid $216. Now you have got paid, and you have 1 full month, 2 full months, 3 full months. Once you have been in our system and got paid 3 full months, then you will pay for all access. So we will have thousands of people not paying. We pay the difference, okay? And there's a scale on all access. If you're at a 55, you're paying $49 a month to cover every week that month of meetings and all your people. And then it moves up to like 69. I don't know what the numbers are. 89, you can look on there. So whatever level. So let's say you've already moved up to an 80% commission because you went all the way to key leader in 4 months. Well, whatever key leaders pay is what you're going to pay to pay for all access across the country. Does that make sense? And we do have people said, I really don't want to pay my share. And we're like, you need to. We're a team. Yeah, let's start you back over at 55% again and let you work your way up again. And you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out how we can do this nice, and you know what I mean? Does that make sense? You enjoyed making money off of our system. You got to contribute to the system eventually. It's a teamwork affair, okay? So when people see this, and with the way the new system works, the dollar amount will just come out of their check. But I want you to explain to them today, hopefully it's 4 months from now they get charged. Hopefully they contribute. But if the first 3 months they don't make any money, it's free. Or if they've hired 16 people and everybody's in class and then it's 37 people and they're going and they're using 13 meetings, I don't care. Until they get paid, we're not going to charge them, and we got to wait 3 full months. So if they skip this month or skip this month, they got to get paid in 3 months. Each of those months they get paid in before they start getting the money drafted out of their account. Does that help? Okay. All right. Woohoo! A lot of stuff. Vagnosi is going to be here all day for a seminar. I have the agenda. It's going to start at 9 a.m. and it's going to go till 5 p.m. We're going to have a dinner with some elite people here. You'll be invited if you're around town and you're killing it with us. Let me know. We'll have dinner. He's going to come in here with President's Club and ABTF and do some training. And then he's doing some other local training. And then we're doing an all-day intensive. And he's going to break out. So this is a whole 7-hour seminar or 8-hour seminar. But he's going to have a 4-hour breakout. And that's if you want to get in on this. So I know we got the convention coming up, but I'm letting you know to mark your calendar if you want to do that. Dates. I'm struggling if some of my staff can help me with the Albright leadership dates. I don't remember where those dates are. And I hate to guess. No, I think they're March. Billy's getting ready to tell me. It's not on those, buddy. Oh, here we go. All right, so here we go. 18th. So Burlington is 7th through the 9th. Okay, take me back to the. So y'all got those dates. Memorize those dates. 18th through the 23rd. That's 1 week. And March 7th through the 9th. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to have a social here. And then this is going to be all-day training and all-day training and all-day training. This is in Burlington, and this is called the Albright, it can be called the Albright Leadership, the Alliance Leadership Academy. It's the most intense training that we've ever put together. It will be limited to 50 applicants can attend. Okay? Right now, there is a... Let me find the application. Billy, I think the application is on here. Where did you?
Yeah, first tab up a little, up and to the left. It says application. There you go.
Okay. So there's an application that'll come out. There you go. Thank you, sir. Current level that you're at, your NAA number. All this needs to be filled out if you want to attend. Date contracted, total issue paid in 18, 19, number of legs with issue pay business, keep going, personal attributes. What we're looking for is Alliance agents, education, sales and recruiting experience. We want to know who you are, where you come from, why do you think it's important, what's your reason for doing this academy. We want you to read 8 Steps, Millionaire Maker Manual, the House of Values and Behaviors. We want you to check those off that you've read those as required. We would like for you to jump on these 4 and at least started it or own them. You can put own them. I hadn't read them, but I own it. Okay? Or if it's yes, you've read it, or no, you hadn't read it. We need for you to bring your personal ATM, your recruiting leads, your client leads, the books that we've asked you to buy, your milk crate or your folder that you've put together for selling. If you don't know what that is, you need to talk to your upline and say, I don't even have one of these. Why are they telling me to bring it? So here's the dates. And then the dates that you can attend. If you can only attend one, then that's the one you attend. If you can attend all 3, we don't want you to go to all 3. It's just 50 might sell out, or for whatever reason, we may not recognize your talent and your skill and how awesome you are, so you don't get to go, but we might have another spot that's open. So we're doing these in Burlington, Lakeland, and Dallas in March. Y'all tracking so far? The cost on this, everybody's like, we got to pay the speakers to fly in and all this, but what we're going to do is say, cover the food and we got you. So it's going, we think we're going to do it at $199, at least to start. The cheapest we can do it is just paying for food. I know. It won't stay like that. It won't stay like that, okay? So it'll be, because you'll have a first dinner, then all day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So these 50 people from around the country that are coming into Burlington or coming into Dallas, you'll get to know. And these are what we would call them as game changer people. I don't want people that have been with us 4 years and now they're getting really serious. You can put them on there, you can say that, Because if we got 40 strong people and then we're like, all right, who are we going to do now? And you got a person who's been with us, we'll take them. But what we're looking for, like somebody would say, like, oh, Magyar, he's awesome. He's awesome. Who you got coming? Does that make sense? It's for your guy that got started 30 days ago, 16 days ago, 90 days ago, 4 months ago. Took him a month to get his license. So you see what I'm saying? But sharp, crazy, fanatical. That's why you fill it out. We're looking for Alliance Aiden's analysis. So I got a guy at 50 years old that fits every criteria, and he never had no kids. He's free to do what he wants. He can be in Burlington. He can be in Lakeland. More than likely, we'll put him in there. It's not going to be it's going to be discriminatory against who we get to, who applies, and then who does the seminar. So let's go to. I think I can do it right here. Yeah. So, oops. So here is the agenda. And it's evolving. So Wednesday night, if it's a Wednesday, Thursday, if it's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday all day, this is the criteria. We do have some that start on Sunday night and go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we'd have a social the first night. Then we would do overview, expectations, board exercise on leadership, passion, enthusiasm. And what we've got the SWOT, the strengths, the weaknesses, the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. So we go through this SWOT exercise with you. We've got leadership exercises that we've got. It's a lot of one-pagers that we've put together over the years. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen. I've already started talking to these guys. Michelle Alleman, who issue paid over $430,000 last, she'll be teaching. Sarge will be teaching. Kimberly Spinelli Young, Brant Swindell, James Coleman, Mark Hutchinson, Minerva Profield, Debbie Ben, Adam Johnson, Junior Correa, Eric Bell. These are the top people in sales that are going to be doing the teaching. We got Dr. Phil Hebert, who did over $2 million in annuities, Brant Swindell over $2 million, Lori Reed. So all these people, we're going to get the top producers, the top recruiters. We're going to get Paul Roberts, who's driving depth like crazy, Alex Fitzgerald. We're going to have Diane Lampy. All the top people are going to be coming into these 3 locations and doing the training. So you can imagine with this kind of intense training, IULs, Dean Vagnosi is going to be in here. Bob Grandin's going to be doing teaching. So the whole deal, it is jam-packed. Every single minute from 8 a.m. until 11 o'clock at night is the way we're going to go. So if you say, well, I just want to hang out, I don't want to train for 3 solid days like that, don't come to this meeting because that's what this is about.
That's right.
Y'all tracking me on where we're going with this? Yep. So we've got 3 scheduled. Get your application. If you say, I want to get my application, Bob Grannon has them. We will be giving them out this weekend, and we know that people are going to be going crazy. And we know they're going to sell out. And a lot of people are like, my goal is to get in one of those. By the way, this coming up February 9th is not the same thing. It's an all-day seminar. It's free. It's all day. I'm buying pizza for you. The pizza's free. But if you want to participate in Vagnosi's one-on-one seminar, you'll have to buy the books. And we'll let you buy the whole case for $400. So the same price as these other guys got it. Okay? All right. Oh, I did want to tell. I did get one extra one. Ada, if you hadn't made the Paris by now, I'm so sorry. But Ada somehow snuck in, and so Ada, we're gonna put your sticker up over there on the. So congratulations. I'm happy for her. She's jumping up and down. Everybody's like, who cares? Yeah. Everybody else is like, who cares? Ada's going crazy. I have. This is, I remember I was talking to the CEO of Mutual Omaha one time, and he was leaving, he was going to retire, and I said, who's going to get your job? He said, I can't tell you. I said, why? He said, well, I can't tell you, I got to announce it to the board. And I said, tell me. He said, no. He said, I will tell you this, there's going to be a lot of people mad. Mad. I was like, why? He said, because they're not going to get the job. But one guy's going to be really excited. I was like, huh, that makes sense. He said, I'm not excited about announcing it. Well, I am excited about this, although so there's people that are on the cusp. I want to let y'all know that we have some discretionary money. It's a very difficult decision, but I have decided that Nancy and Jeff Bright will be attending Paris with us. So I had some help. Jeff encouraged me. Jim and Shirley Henson will be joining us on Paris. Woohoo! Bob and Deborah Grannon will be joining us. Hey, I don't think the Goats are listening, but we're going to surprise them on stage, invite the whole family. So don't tell them or anything. Don't be like, hey, glad you're going. We got some donation money. Sometimes he watches a little bit of the show, but not the whole thing. He's really busy, so I'm thinking he don't know. We'll surprise the heck out of him. I don't know if y'all remember this, but Darwin Herm worked with us for over 10 years, and we love Darwin and Diane, and we gave them a Paris trip. So they are working in Canada now, but they're going to get to revisit, and they're going to go to Paris. They'll be on the agenda. They'll do some teaching. With the Canadians, they had to legally do that, so they're going to be on the agenda. So they know they're in. Of course, we're going to have Billy, in case anything breaks or gets stuck or won't get work or you can't figure out how to find it on the board. I mean, what y'all know, I'm going to go, Billy! You don't want to be in Paris stuck on the Eiffel Tower and something won't work. The elevator won't work. You're like, Billy! And we came back. Becca won't let Billy go without him. So Becca and Billy with media and tinkering and stuff like that. Of course, William and out of the AMP studios, and that's Maccabee's his name. And Mac Hefner, our press secretary, that is really close to us, wrote the book, and he does a lot of stuff with us. Now it gets down tough. I've got 8 ABTF people. Some of them are married, so spouses are going. Robbie and Liz Kraft are in the house. Clay from Lead Performance Team, the leader of Lead Performance, and Jacob Collier are headed. They're going to room together. Andy Lee and the beautiful Leah Lee will be attending. Keith Hall and Tracy Hall, that y'all know, our CFO, and he interacts with y'all, the bonus guys. A lot of people look at him. Y'all, I don't know how many of y'all know how valuable this person is to us, but she's never been invited to any of our trips. It's Caitlin Reckert. She is so powerful for us. She's important. Selling like crazy. Picked up 2,500 yesterday. Nicole Fankhauser will be going. So they'll be rooming together. My secretary, Amber, freaked out. My wife was like, you got to get Amber. She puts up with you every day. Nobody understands what I deal with except maybe Amber. I don't know what she's talking about, but she called her last night. She about jumped through the phone. Picking up checks right now, called her in a home, Rebecca Lixie, and her husband, Steve Lixie, and Ashlyn Davis. Y'all know Ashlyn. She is crazy excited and picking up checks right now in the home. Called her in a house. Actually, Jacob was in a house and Lucero were in a house. And that's a lot of the reason, or the way we pick it, is people that are out selling. Because, it's hard. You're getting beat up out there, and we want our staff to say, it is hard. I'm doing it too. I'm setting an example. So Lucero Diaz from the President's Club. Our fabulous event planning team, Taylor Chrismon, Hannah Brown, Brittany Kelly, and Jennifer Daniel will be hosting us and taking care of us. So, woohoo! Does anybody need the application? The application for the Leadership Academy. Who would like the first one? All right. You can fill it out for yourself. You can fill it out for somebody, or you can make copies. Bob Grannon's got it. We'll be having them at the convention. Listen, I think this is the best convention we've ever had. Oh, by the way, just like Ada snuck in, don't give up hope if you're staff. We might have another slot come open. You with me? I don't want to throw out hope, but I'm just telling you, don't panic. Semi-panic, I guess would be the way to do it. But, Yeah, it's terrible. It's tough to make decisions like that. But I want y'all to know who's going to be going with you during this weekend, and we'll try to get more people there, just like Preston's trying to get more people there with points. But you got to don't cut it close next year. That's the word. Okay, this is one of the most exciting little things we're going to do at the convention. I want to show y'all what's happening. When you show up, you're going to get one of these. Don't be looking for your GW and Edna King book, because we ain't going to put them in here, because we don't want y'all to go home and lose them. When they speak, we're going to surprise you. You're going to have those, okay? This is only for people that attend. We're not mailing those to you. Oh, it's like the Jane Albright kiss. We'll give it to you over FaceTime. Here's your book. Not really. The first thing you're going to see is the Alliance bingo card, where you've got all the vendors. You've got a couple of hour window that we shut off on Saturday early, not to mention every lunch, dinner, breakfast, nighttime, tracking these people down and getting them to stamp your card. CFG Monster. Get to know them before you need them, okay? So that's the first thing you're going to see in there. Mark, you help me if you will. Get them done. Use it as an excuse to make sure you get everybody our check off. There is an app right now that you can download. That app, be in the know this weekend. Get the app and the Access Store. Oh, Crowd Compass Attendee Hub. That is a lot of words to type in. Does everybody who has seen that and downloaded it? Okay, so y'all getting the word out. Okay, so this is, make sure you download that. That's telling you how to do it for those that hadn't already. Event only special. So here's the deal on the books. The agent orientation. So every time I get a new agent, they get their orientation packet. I set it up for them and I start giving them parts of it. I don't give them the whole thing. They're going to be available. You can get, the prices for that are going to be here. I'm not going to read them off. The more you get, the bigger price you get. And a lot of people are like, can I split it with somebody? I don't care what you do. You just pay Rebecca that. She ain't going to split the price. You get one person pay it and you can pay them back. I don't care what you do. But get them. Get as many as you can possibly carry home. This blew my mind. It's free. This is the year in pictures. So you get one of these free pictures with all the cool stuff. I love reflecting back and thinking about what we did and where we went and who we did it with. What a year. It's hard to believe this is a year, but all those are in your packet, so you get one of those for free. You get, this is nice, the first quarter magazine that has all kinds of cool stuff coming out, articles, comments, the speakers that are coming in, the Alaska comments, GW and Edna. Oh, you get centerfold is your poster for Alaska that you can, so all that's in there. That's cool. You get, have y'all seen, I don't know if y'all have seen our new agent. Oh, they got all kinds of stuff. Oh, they want me to warn you on this. I don't know if y'all ever hear those, watch those commercials. Y'all probably don't watch TV as much as I do. You them things like if you have an erection lasting more than 4 hours, make a phone call. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Or you're going to have the burning, the itching, the swelling. Y'all know what I'm talking about? So we got the warning on here. This guidebook contains material known to cause the swelling of the pocketbook, burning desires for success, and an itching for exotic locales, and an urgent need to act. So all that's just a warning what will happen when you get a hold of these. There are several things that others supposed to cover you. We have the poster of the levels chart. You have the back side of that. You have the 100% payout grid, so you can calculate with no complexity how much your commission is. The Alaska points. Do y'all understand how crazy this point system is that we've got going on? Yes. All right, let me come back to that. I don't want to skip that. Oh, let's see. Your brochure for Alaska, all the pictures and the places and the descriptions of where we're going to be going. All at one and every one of you. I know you were kind of acting like you want that. Okay, so showing the plan guide with the new compensation system included and how we recommend that you show it in front of a group or to a person. So everybody's going to get the showing the plan guide. Tracking with me? All right, so y'all can divide this up. We don't need to repack that. Okay. I need, if I interview your person, I want them to understand. Oh, okay. Did y'all get the dates for the Alliance leadership? So it was March. This is Burlington. Lakeland was socials here all day on the 18th, all day on the 19th, all day on the 20th. My jet will leave because they're doing a social right here in Dallas, Texas, and this will be at that Louisville hotspot location. We'll do it all day Thursday, all day Friday, and all day Saturday, and then the jet back home. You with me? So these are the 3 different 3-day intensive for training. And it's funny because we got people that are killing it selling, maybe training there, but they might be getting trained on recruiting. Okay, this is what, here was what I was getting to though. Last year, we needed 115,000 points. Now, if you're showing a new person how to get 115,000 points, tell them, if you sell $85 a month times 12, I think that's at 1,020. Yeah. That's 1,020 points. So essentially, you need 115 of those. They got to get issue paid, and they got to stay on the books for it to count. If, on the other hand, you pick up a $1,000 a month IUL times 12, that's a 12,000 points. Last year, we said the max you can have on one policy is 5,000. So this year, we said unlimited. We're trying to get everybody on this Alaskan cruise. So every dollar, and people, somebody asks, is that target? Yeah, that's target premium. Overfunding, IULs, that does not count for points. We ain't that crazy. So that's huge improvement over last year. Turn to the levels chart too, because I want to hold that up. Here's the other thing. To get, you needed 115,000. Last year you needed $2 million in annuities. Y'all saw that we really had 2 people that do that. Nobody else did it. So if you did 90,000 points, you didn't win the trip. If you also did 1,400,000 in annuities, you didn't win the trip because we wouldn't let you combine points. This year, what we're saying is, for every dollar of annuity, we're going to give you 10 cents. So if you do 1,400,000, that is 140,000 points. And we're letting you add this to that number. So this person went from not winning and not winning to 230,000 points, which wins them the whole extension. Does that make sense? Massive improvement. Somebody said, everybody's going to win. I go, not the people that don't sell any insurance and don't move any annuities. They're not going. But if you will do a little bit, you can win a trip of a lifetime. We're doing this because we want to get people started and keep people with us. So you start opening your mouth, talking to people about our programs. Buy you a case of Vagnosi's books. That's how you get the $1,000 premiums. He'll tell you, what does he say to his clients? I'm telling you what he says. He's got this sweet little 5-minute pitch. He salts and peppers and sugars and spices, sells people on reading the book. And then they take an hour or 3 hours or 4 to read the book, and they're sold. And then it's just how much they want to put in. What is their budget? He's not selling them, it's how much they can afford. Okay, the craziest thing that we're doing is this promotion grid where you can go up, where if you hire somebody and this person starts selling like crazy, you're going to start getting promoted. We call it you're riding them. Does that make sense? So when they write, this person writes 200,000, you will have moved all the way up 5 levels. So that will get you, we're giving 10,000 a level, that will get you 50,000 points toward your 115,000 needed. So all you got to do is write 65,000 points. So that could be a $650,000 annuity. It could be a $1 million annuity because you get 10% credit. Y'all, this is, I know how crazy it is. My CFO's make him aware. He says, I'm going to start saving 50 cents of every dollar you make for taxes. And then we're going to take 45 cents out of the 50 cents to pay for this daggum trip. So you're going to have to live on a nickel. I said, I'm not buying a car this year. We're going to have the money. I will tell you, we have ordered over double, almost triple rooms on the ship. If we run out of rooms on the ship, like there's 6,000 people can go on it, but we're only getting like almost triple. When that runs out, you still win a ship trip, but it ain't going to be with us. So that ain't fair. I go, life ain't fair. Jeff Bright taught me that. Life ain't fair. So you ain't going to go on that trip with us if you're in that top amount of people. Does that make sense? So you need to be in the top. I think you'll be safe. I think we'll say unlimited, and it don't matter, we'll be on this ship, but we're guessing. I don't know how many people understand this and how many people can teach their people what to do. All right, so you get 50,000 points. So you said they hadn't sold anything. I know, but when they sell their first policy, as long as it's one of those four, CFG, F&G, Foresters, or NLG, they're going to get 10,000 more bonus points, which moves them to 60,000. And let's say the first policy they buy is on themselves for $1,000 a month because they got a good job, they know they can sell. So 1,000 a month is times 12. That's 12,000 points. What does that get them to? 72,000 points they've acquired toward their 115,000. All they've sold is one policy. What's 72 from 115? 8, 28, 30, 42,000 points. So they could sell a $420,000 annuity. They could sell 4 $100,000 annuities. See what I'm saying? That would almost get them. They need another 30,000. See the math on this? Another IUL to their friend. You can get there. It's like you can taste it already if you're brand new. Educate them. Show them how to get there. They go on a trip with us, brother. They're going to be like, I got to do that the rest of my life. That's right. I still remember the first one that I went on with my wife, and I said, we're going to go on a lot of trips, baby. We had a good time. This Alaskan cruise, the Ark. What am I leaving out? Jeff, James, Billy, anybody?
Get one more.
Oh, yeah. We need you to bring one more person. The event will not be the same without your other person. Don't give up. I love those football games. They go like, we get a touchdown, then we're going to get an onside kick. And if we get a touchdown, we're going to do another onside kick. You're like, you got a long shot. But what do you see those players do? They go out there and they go full down. They're there about 3 touchdowns going all out because they know we can do an onside kick and we can do an onside. You with me? Call them and get them wanting to do it, and then we'll figure out how to do it. Sell them on it. And go in with a mindset of, I want you to go no matter what it costs. But and make sure you say that to people. I want you to go no matter what it costs. I'm not going to be mad, but would you? Let me tell you how to do it. So you say, if I flew Andy's jet and I brought a masseuse and another little person to bring out some cheese and wine on his jet, and then I had you a hotel up here at the Marriott, and I paid for the meal package, would you want to come? And if they say no, you need to move to the next person because they don't understand first class. You tracking with me? If they say, well, if you did all that, I would want to go. You say, okay, well, what parts do you not have covered? Do you have transport? Yeah, I got a car. Okay. Well, do you have a ticket? No. So you need the meal ticket. That's the one thing we got a problem with. Do you have a babysitter taken care of? Because I was going to pay for a babysitter for you too. Do you have? Yeah, mama can take. Okay, good. I don't have to pay a babysitter. So you see what I'm saying? If I provided everything, would you want to go? And if they say, no, not really, I just ain't committed, go find somebody else. But if they say, yeah, I do, I want to go, I just can't get off work. So let me get this straight. You have transportation, you got a ticket, you got a place to stay, you just can't get off work. They go, yeah, that's the only thing. So then we can take that, put it under a microscope, and start working on that one thing and try to get that cleared up. Does that make sense? Yep. If they don't have a ticket, it's, oh, you got everything but a transportation? You can afford a ticket, but let me see if I can find somebody. You see how that works? Start with a big picture, Make it easy for them, and then work it down and see if you can get them here. And if they can't come, you say, but they wanted to, and you just can't figure it out. You can't get transportation, money, babysitters, dog sitters, the whole deal. Tell them it's going to be broadcast live. It ain't going to feel the same, be the same, create the same results, but you can dang sure see what it looks like. Does that make sense? Yep. Hey, guys, I got a convention ready to get ready for. Help me find one more person. Love y'all. Thanks for being here. Woo!